up, Sussex squad? It looks like we got to do a little victory dance, little victory dance, little victory dance. Y'all, Harry has won. Harry has won his case. And baby, everybody's mad, at least over the pond. We got to get into this. And baby, Charles and them tried to do everything they could to make sure he didn't get a penny. Charles even walked around the court to go thank the court workers for doing an excellent job the night before Harry's verdict came out. Baby, if that's not an opinion poll, I don't know what is. Imagine thinking that you are going to flex on your son. Imagine thinking that you are going to figure out a way to, dare I say, taint the jury. Imagine thinking that all the courtiers that put up so much false information, that do so many false things, literally in the thing, like, you know, all those articles that don't mean anything, don't say anything, they not doing nothing. Imagine you actually believing your own hype, that you are loved, that you are respected, that everybody wants to be on your team, and everybody hates Harry and Meghan. And you do a victory lap to your people to be like, yes, 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 your king and the royal family has eyes on you. We love you, okay? Imagine doing all that just to find out that Harry won his case. Baby, that's an opinion poll you can't fake. Yo, when they said no weapons farmed against shall prosper, baby, they were not joking. And guess what? Harry's lawyer even jumped in and did a victory lap. Harry's lawyer even jumped in and did a victory lap and then said that even his family has been subjected to this. We're going to get into Harry's lawyer's video statement, okay? And then we're going to get into Will and Kate's response. Their response is exactly what you think. They are literally trying. Imagine being such paper dolls, right? That you put out a Christmas card, which is an exact copy of Harry and Meghan's when you were calling them low classy. But you did it badly because it literally looks like a J.C. Penney catalog shoot. And I don't know what is wrong with Will and Kate, but they can never read the room because, baby, your country is having an energy crisis. Unemployment is at a high. Things are going so wrong over there. You are the taxpayers, one of their biggest burdens. If they got rid of you, instead of you showing up at a food bank and having your kids cosplay poor, guess what? There could actually be money for babies to have food. There could actually be more money for education. Working mothers might even have a program that they could take their kids to. All the initiatives that your charities cost, if we actually stopped paying you guys and stop giving you tax breaks on your fortune, tax breaks on your land, tax incentives. If we took your hands out of the UK Parliament, that first right of refusal where you make laws that basically do what? Make sure that you can basically take all the money you want tax free. If we actually roll that back, guess what? We wouldn't even need the Prince's Trust. We wouldn't need the Duchy of Cornwall. We wouldn't need anything because the people that worked there and the people that funded would actually own it. Anyway, they're in a scandal about their Christmas photo because, of course, they can't even do anything mediocre. Again, this is all my opinion. It is based on blog articles, news articles. Please do your own research, but this is my opinion. If they actually, your whole life is paper, and all you do is put on clothes, give fake smiles, cold hugs, and a Christmas card. And you guys mess the Christmas card up by photoshopping it. But you know what the real deal I think is about that Photoshop Christmas card, which Will and Kate are so embarrassed about, right? It basically proves that none of y'all were in the same place at the same time. Kate, you're saying that you're not doing anything because you're raising the kids. Are you sure the nanny didn't take Louis and Charlotte and George all of a sudden too, when they're like, oh my God, look at the body language between Kate and William. Were y'all even in the same room? Because every time I see real life, the body language of Kate and William, it looks like this. Right? On top of that, now the king has gone back to, now that he's lost his news cycle of he doesn't know whether he's going to invite Harry and Meghan to whatever, Norfolk or whatever, for Christmas. Do you really think that Harry or Meghan gives a D-A-M-N? That ship has sailed. You have tried to humiliate them. You have tried to crush them. Kate went on a, haha, yes, I'm a proud, I'm a repentant racist tour, right? And you got the nerve to be saying we don't know what they don't want to come. Harry has left. The only reason he actually even showed up to the coronation was to fulfill his duty to his country as Chancellor of the state. Since then, he has not been there. And I'm guessing the next time he's going to be there is at his daddy's funeral, which I don't know when it's going to happen, but William's it's giving Ramsey. It's giving King Joffrey. It's giving, listen, uh, you need to make sure somebody is checking all of Camilla's apples. You know that horsey loves a good apple, especially apple wine. It's giving Charles. I don't know when your funeral is, but I think William is praying every night. Tomorrow, please, sir. Tomorrow. Okay, y'all, let's get into this mess with Harry, the victory, and then we're going to drag Will and Kate some. And you know what? Throw Charles and Camilla too, even though Camilla's whole family has taken over Christmas. Now, on one hand, I can't blame her. She is an involved mom. She is an involved grandmother, right? She couldn't really date anybody being Charles's mistress for all those years. So until he made an honest woman out of her, she focused on her family. They have completely taken over. Will and Kate are going to, I guess, be with those little hucksters, the Middletons. But first, let's just focus on Harry's victory. Ready? Hold on.
This case is not just about a systemic practice of unlawful and appalling behavior, followed by cover-ups and destruction of evidence, the shocking scale of which can only be revealed through these proceedings. The court has found that Mirror Group's principal board directors, their legal department, senior executives, and editors such as Piers Morgan clearly knew about or were involved in these illegal activities. Between them, they even went as far as lying under oath to Parliament during the Leveson inquiry, to the Stock Exchange, and to us all ever since. The journey to justice can be a slow and painful one. And since bringing my claim almost 5 years ago, defamatory stories and intimidating tactics have been deployed against me and at my family's expense. And so, as I too have learned through this process, patience is in fact a virtue, especially in the face of vendetta journalism. I hope that the court's findings will serve as a warning to all media organizations who have employed these practices and then similarly lied about them. Mirror Group's actions were so calculated and misleading that their pattern of destroying evidence and concealing their unlawful behavior continued into the litigation itself, and as the judge has ruled, even to this day. This case is...
You guys, if that wasn't a dunk, if that wasn't a victory lap, if that wasn't everything, I don't know what was. Now, interestingly enough, right, I just realized the lawyer was reading Harry's statement. I got so happy and was like, and the lawyer was being harassed, okay? That was Harry's statement that, of course, his whole plan, his everything, his life, basically his wife's life, his sons and daughters' life has all been put into jeopardy, actually, even with the family joining in. Now, the thing is, right, how crazy is it that the monsters that the royal family built are now coming back to eat them alive? I thought, interestingly enough, Piers Morgan being name checked in it as being guilty. This is the same person that just revealed the name of the royal rated, but right, Kate and Charles. But then they used it, in my opinion, because at first I was like, why would Piers Morgan do that? One, I think that they had fun kind of doing Kate in, but also I do think that they released it so that they could use Omid Scobie's Endgame. Yes, I'm going to do a book club. I'm not home right now. I'm waiting for my copy, but you know what? I think I'm just going to buy it on Kindle. I like paper, but I'm just going to Kindle version it, right? But I think that they let Omid Scobie leak. They let that stuff come out, and then they use it to their advantage to blame Harry and Meghan. Side note, have you guys picked up Omid Scobie's Endgame? It is a really good book from what I hear. And also, it's not doing that well on the charts. We need to actually get that up, you know? But the end game, I do think they should put Harry and Meghan's name on it just so people would pick it up, right? Again, I don't think that I don't know if this will take down the royal family. I know it makes me a little bit worried for Harry and Meghan, even though they're doing really good right now, because every time the royal family messes up, they try to come back even harder at Harry and Meghan. But the thing is, I think with this suit, they might be in a better situation because Harry and Meghan have proved one, don't lie about us. Two, we will sue. And three, when we sue, you can try all the intimidation you want. We will go to the depths of hell to prove we're right. And guess what? We'll win. The fact that Charles, okay, is now saying, oh, well, maybe I will invite them to Christmas. But you know what's even more pathetic? How do people look at them as a family when at the end of the day, the tabloids are the reason that your mom, your dad won't talk to you. Your stepmother, well, she don't talk to you because you remind her too much of your mother. Your brother is such a power hungry, ego driven maniac, in my opinion, that he is trying to punish you. And his wife is just jealous that you guys got someone to outshine her, even though poor Kate, anybody can outshine Kate. Kate is Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh, I think, whatever she is, outshines Kate. And Sophie is boring as oatmeal, but when she is walking around smiling, she is still more of a natural at royal engagements than Kate will ever be. Kate, it's like, you know, is really, really odd though. It makes me think about Charlotte. And just hear me out, right? Charlotte, I don't know if she's going to be better, worse than Kate as far as royal engagements, but if she is better, I feel like at first Kate will be really like, oh, that's my daughter. But I feel like somebody like that is so ego based, that doesn't like to be outshined, if she does not see Charlotte as the umbrella of her ego, and I mean, as Charlotte gets into a young lady where she can't take credit for how well behaved she is, the way she dresses, I honestly do think that Kate, her natural competition and dislike for having any other women around her, unless they're ugly, older, less capable, I really do think there are going to be issues, especially as, like, you know, who is it? Kate's face continues to wrinkle, like crinkle on. I don't even know what that is, but we just made that up. And Charlotte's like English rose skin. Again, this is not ageist. Women are beautiful at all ages. Please don't take that to mean that. I'm talking about Kate's mind and what Kate considers her attributes, what Kate thinks is important, how Kate measures herself against other ego. This is not about what my ideal of beauty is. This is about what Kate's ideal of beauty is and the way she's just like not fitting into it. And how, as she doesn't fit into it, it goes in. Anyway, Prince after that. So anyway, here's the thing. He's been awarded $140,000. I believe that he's ruled in favor of Prince Harry in his hacking case against the Mirror Group. This is who owns the Daily Mirror and the Sunday Mirror. 15 of the 33 articles related to hacking and unlawful methods of news gathering. The Mirror Group literally had the nerve to ask Harry to be awarded $500K, and Harry is asking for an award of $440. So the judge gave him $140,000, give or take a few. Britain's High Court ruled that Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, was the victim of phone hacking by the Mirror Group newspapers, right? He's been awarded $140,600. Wake up, Tisa, which is about $180,000 in damages. The presiding judge in the case at Britain's High Court, Justice Timothy Fancourt, said in a statement that he awarded Harry the modest sum, as the case has shown the Mirror Group only played a small part in everything that the Duke suffered and was not responsible for all the unlawful activity that was directed at the Duke, and that a good deal of the oppressive behavior of the press towards the Duke over the years was not unlawful at all. Which, let's be real, right? This is how tabloids make their money. It's not illegal to state your opinion of people. It's not your opinion to be like, I think this person's A, B, and C, as long as you don't present it as fact. The issue was that you guys went illegally to get that you guys had no bounds. Now, here's the thing, that the issue that I think that the Mirror Group was actually trying to really make, but they couldn't. And this is why I think Charles was out there like a pony, trotting around, doing this and doing that. Okay. One, by law, they had no wiggle room. Their actions were illegal. But two, the Mirror Group doesn't want to admit, but Charles and there are tap dancing that I don't know if they obtained this illegally. Hear me out. I think the palace gave them access to Harry's phone. I think the palace tapped Harry's phone. Again, the palace pays for it. He is a ward of the state. They feel like they own him. I think all the information that they got about Harry, they were either given and then they found phone records because they had, hacked the emails. I think they probably gave them the passcodes. And then they confirmed the information before they actually put it out in the press. I really do. I think that if they didn't get actual permission, I think that they had 100% the palace's carte blanche. And I think, my opinion, what do I know? That every single item that they printed about Harry had to be run through royal channels for their okay. Okay. The judge said he found only 15 out of the 33 articles that were scrutinized in the case were the product of phone hacking or other illegal information gathering. The fact that the British are not looking at this as a huge loss, even getting one of those phone hacking cases was a huge deal. Harry and Meghan are probably doing the eagle dance. He said, I consider that his phone was only hacked to a modest extent and that this was probably carefully controlled by certain people of each newspaper. Now, I disagree with the judge on that one. The fact that they said it was only hacked to a certain extent, you can't just look at a phone hacking and see the information they printed about. You were listening to everything and then you sorted through it and you decided what you were going to run. And I do think the palace worked in order to actually have that. Anyway, y'all, so anyway, they said the phone hacking was not the only journalistic tool at the time, and his claims in relation to the other 18 articles do not stand up under careful analysis. Again, I believe that those other 18 articles were given to him, given to the Mirror, whatever, by his father, by Camilla, by, and sadly enough, his brother, and actually, his brother, and of course his sister-in-law, who is still writing against them. Listen, you guys, listen. I'm going to do another story about this, but I do want to say that William is still pouting. William wants everyone to know that he doesn't want to be in the same room as Harry because at his point, he honestly feels like Harry betrayed his family, his country. And in a certain point, hear me out, William is right because at the end of the day, Harry's whole birthright, his whole use, his whole purpose in the royal family was always to be the doormat, the fodder, the alternate story. The person Harry married was supposed to support William and Kate by being less than them, propping them up, making William and Kate look more interesting, better. And when William and Kate have bad stories, right? Just throw them under the bus. And that point, William is right. Harry did betray him. But can you really get mad at someone that somebody did not want their whole life to be nothing but a testament to how well you can use and abuse them? I don't know. They said that they're not going to come with them for Christmas. Harry and Meghan are like, baby, we're not coming for Christmas. You guys, listen, this video is getting long. Let me know if you want me to drop another one later on today. This is going to be a heavy upload day. I know I've been into the scandals happening in the US, but baby, I always have time for the Meghan and Harry mess. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.